beauty time. That's where I tell you all about my favorite products from the past month. And lately I've actually had a lot of kind of what I think of as top products type of videos. Like I've done dirt cheap products worth trying, high-end products worth trying. And I want you to know that when I do things like that, I am thinking like of all time, like ultimate favorites. And some people have told me in response to those videos, like, I've heard you mention some of these things before. Can't you give us some new things? And that's really what the monthly favorites or best in beauty videos are all about. You know, those are those things I've really been latching on to lately. You know what I'm saying. So first off in this video, I want to talk about the lip product I'm wearing. If you watch Beauty Broadcast Live or you pay attention to what I do on Instagram, L'Oreal Color Riche Gloss, and this shade is Rich Pink. And I think this is such a great versatile gloss. It's kind of like a neutral pink, and I know it looks maybe even a little bit deep there in the packaging, but it's really just such a wearable shade, and it's very, very comfortable. If you hate sticky glosses, this might be something you enjoy. And I'm wearing it today actually on top of another lipstick I'm liking a lot, which is from Tarte, and this is the Glamazon lipstick in Inspired. And I just love this combo. This is a great pink that is actually pretty neutral. So you can see those two swatched there together. That's the lipstick, that's the gloss. And I just love the way they come off layered. Another one that I like layering with this is my Kate Moss matte lipstick number 103. Of course, it's fine on its own, and if you want to go matte, don't put a gloss on top. But for a bit more pinky look, I'll wear this lipstick. And so there's a swatch of that. And this happens to be a lipstick that I'm totally comfortable wearing on its own. Like, I don't feel like it's overly drying. I think it's comfortable on the lips. But if you do use any sort of product and you're like, man, you know, it feels a little dry, this is a very comfortable gloss to put on top. And it also, I think, might make things that you think are a little bright for you just a little more wearable. Another product I've really been getting into lately is my Benefit Erase Paste. I have it in number 2 medium, and this is one of those peachy salmon colored concealers that's great for your dark under eyes. The reason why I've been reaching for this one more lately is because this particular concealer has a lot of moisture to it. So it's very, like, I guess kind of supple, dewy sort of a finish. And so I feel like my under eyes have been a little more dry lately, as have my lips. My lips have been a little more dry too. I'm not sure what's going on. That normally doesn't happen so much in the summer, but anyway, I will put a little bit of this on and use it underneath pretty much any concealer I might apply. And I feel like over the course of the day, the whole area seems to stay a bit more hydrated. And I think the formulation of this concealer is helping with that. It's also, of course, by nature of its color, it is kind of corrective on those under eye areas. Another one that's nice that I've recommended is the Pixie Correction Concentrate in Brightening Peach, and that's from Target. And that's very similar to this color-wise, but it doesn't have quite the moisture in it, so that's kind of why I've been using this lately. Another sort of makeup basic that I've really enjoyed in my collection for a while, you can see I've hit pan on it, and this is my Maybelline Shine Free Pressed Powder. The shade is Golden. You may have seen me reach for this in different tutorials here and there, but I often use this brush. This is probably another favorite too. This gets asked about so much. This is my Tapered highlighting brush from Sigma, and I like to use it with powders that I just really don't want to get everywhere. This is not really a powder that I wear all over my face, but I will just kind of dab it on my forehead, dust it around my T-zone, my chin area. And I feel like it does a fantastic job of keeping me shine free, like a pretty exceptional powder here. And I just like, you know, confining it to a certain area so you can see my cheeks can have a little more glow, but the nose doesn't get out of control. Gotta watch out for that T-zone sometimes, it'll get you. An eye product I've really been liking is my Avon Super Shock cream liner or gel liner, and this shade is in Velvet Plum. And I got this kind of with the last batch of Avon stuff I ordered, and I owe you guys, I have a big Avon review coming. I've gotten some Marc stuff and some Avon. I'm wondering if I should split it up, but there will be reviews coming. But this is one thing in particular that I've been using. I think it's just gorgeous, and I think a lot of cream gel liners, you know, things you'll run across in the drugstore, they put them out in really dark plum colors. If it's going to be plum, it's going to be like nearly black. And this is just so gorgeous because it is purpley. I don't love the brush that comes with it because it's just a really, you know, cut straight across type brush, and I've got it out for the purpose of swatching for you here. I prefer to use like a really pointed brush or maybe a smaller angled brush, but there's that liner, and I just think it's beautiful. Really good staying power on this too. This is the only one of the Super Shock liners I've tried so far, but if you're kind of wondering what to get from Avon, might be worth trying. Velvet Plum is gorgeous. I cannot believe how much I've been wearing my Sigma Dare palette over the past month, and I've really been attracted to the oranges lately. I just can't get enough orange, and so this palette, definitely a rediscovered thing in my collection. I've had it for years, and just kind of remembered lately, oh, it's got that beautiful rust shade, kind of a reddish color, peachy corals, and then a great contrast shade with this plum. So I've worn this in different videos where you've seen a little bit of an orangey haze kind of sunset type look coming off of my eye. I also use this yellow. Lots of people were asking me about the yellow in my Mall of America haul videos, so I've been surprised at how many different ways I've been able to wear this. If you're all about oranges and warm colors like I am, these are really fun to play with because I often don't wear these as opaque as they might appear here in the palette, but when you sheer them out a little bit, they just have the most beautiful warmth to them, and it's like, yeah, it takes a shade like that to pull off that sort of look. So I love this. And finally, another little eyeshadow recommendation here, and this is something I blogged about as like a hidden gem type product. Please read my blog if you don't, by the way. There's a lot of reviews on there, and a lot of things people ask me to review, and I've got one on my blog. This is one of those things that another YouTuber started talking about, and then I felt compelled to buy it myself. Case Makeup, her name's Casey, and her channel is CAS Makeup. Told me about this, or she actually told everyone about this, but you know. This is called Sunbaked Neutrals. It's from Maybelline. It really is a great little 8-pan palette, and it reminds me a lot of Wet n Wild Comfort Zone, only instead of like half the palette being greens, you only have 2 green shades here. But this is a fantastic blending shade, this matte light brown, some beautiful kind of coppery bronzy metallics, and then of course you've got your greens as well. This brown down here is really creamy and nice, and it's just one of those palettes I never really looked at much. You know, I'm looking at the new stuff, I'm looking at the iStudio eyeshadows, but I've never looked at this much in the store, but I'm really glad I picked it up. A really nice, versatile little neutral kit there. Yeah, that wraps up my Best in Beauty for the month of July. A lot of rediscovered favorites. It's fun to find those things in your collection that you sort of forgot about, but they were really good. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.